Jason, Romeo, and Free, what's up?
Trillions says hello.
Bro, why you messaging on YouTube and TikTok?
Trillions says I decided not to do YouTube.
Bro, you talking on YouTube right now. Bro, I don't know how to say your name, but what's up?
Trillions says I just closed YouTube.
Pre, if you want to play center request. Haven't really even warmed up, so. If you want to play, you gotta follow the stream and add my epic. Bro, dude said what's for breakfast? What's for dinner, breakfast, and lunch? Breakfast is breakfast, lunch. What the fuck? That was just random as hell.
Blackout Cam says WSP changed my name.
What's up? 793, what's up?
Blackout Cam says yesterday I was tweaking.
What do you mean yesterday you was tweaking?
Blackout Cam says I was 2 hectograms.
I have you as a friend? Yeah, I know you do.
Blackout Cam says you said you didn't smoke yesterday, right?
Cam, I don't smoke at all. Cam, I didn't even stream yesterday. Did you have fun last game? Nope.
Blackout Cam says you didn't.
No. I didn't stream yesterday. You must be talking about the night before that. Lynn, what's up?
Blackout Cam says then why you're PFP smoking?
Bro, because I wanted the PAP. Like, I can't have a different profile picture. I've been having the same profile picture for like forever.
Blackout Cam says nah, you can chill. Blackout Cam says blitz. Blackout Cam says I am a little early today.
Yeah, because I waited so.
Trillions says can I join? BRL. Trillions says bro.
Of course, that was gonna fucking happen. Somebody would fucking ask to join. Genesis, what's up? Bro, whoever just add me, I don't even know who you are. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Jasper, what's up? Jasper, you must be following the stream. You gotta add my epic. You gotta probably wait until the next game. Aspen, what's up? You're following already? Cause I never seen your name before. Ryan, what's up?
Blackout Cam says I am surprised Jug ain't here.
Bro, I just started the stream like 10 minutes ago. Unless he's working. Tucker, what's up?
Blackout Cam says he work night shift.
Tucker, somebody already asked before you did, so you probably gotta wait. I guess. Can I have you as a friend? Yeah, what I mean by sub is following. Yeah, that's what I mean. Paul, what's up? I don't know why y'all picked this place.
Blackout Cam says last time I worked nights I swear I saw a haunted cat.
Hell, you probably did. Paul, I already got somebody person joining after this game. So if y'all want to play, y'all probably have to wait. Bro just Pokemon himself. He has to play on keyboard. Bro, is this dude AFK?
Trillion says if I was Cam come to my spidey senses there is a haunted car I'm a fly if I see one. Trillion says cat. Blackout Cam says Chad don't roll without me. Trillion says WDYM.
Bro, are you even playing, bro?
Blackout Cam says NVM man. Sleepy YN says WSG big bro. Trillion says my skin is bugging.
Quit fucking wearing it. Sleepy, what's up? Shin, what's up? Now you're paying attention, I shot that guy. No, I haven't played with other streamers.
Sleepy YN says Nth just got done playing basketball outside for hours now. I am just a lil sleepy.
That's why your name is Sleepy, right?
Sleepy YN says yay. Sleepy YN says people say all I do is sleep.
I don't know why he be hiding like
Blackout
that.
Cam says all I do is sleep.
Can you buy me a PC? No, I can't. So this is why I play fucking range. Fucking bot like it's like a motherfucker.
Sleepy YN says how was your day?
Alright, I guess.
Blackout Cam says that only when I work nights though.
Bro, I didn't hit this fucking vending machine. Bro, how did a random die? Never mind, they broke the vending machine. They fucking broke the vending machine. What do you mean, y'all yapping?
Sleepy YN says I can hook you up with rank if I still take gifts for OT. Sleepy YN says it.
What do you mean, y'all yapping? Am I not supposed to talk while I'm playing?
Sleepy YN says I meant I can hook you up with rank if you still take gifts.
Nah,
Trillion
bro,
says
like,
these trollers keep being annoying.
Bro, just nah.
Blackout Cam says I am not yapping ho.
Just spam the likes. That's it. This is like super bot lobby.
Sleepy YN says okay I got you.
No, I mean people are talking a lot. Yeah, because it's TTS. That's why it's people talking. YouTube don't get that. It's only TikTok. Who invited somebody?
Trillion says then I get 3 pumped. Blackout Cam says bro thought we're taking through game. Trillions says triple. Blackout Cam says taking. Blackout Cam says talking. Sleepy YN says bro yesterday was a crazy win.
Y'all know I wasn't live yesterday, right? Like during the day. That was it.
Blackout Cam says I swear you were.
Like
World's Finest says let's go.
Will, what's up? I'm sorry.
Sleepy YN says MB not yesterday before yesterday the 3v3.
Talking about oh shit. Hey Will, I'm on your stream on Kick. That's why I'm not talking. Sorry.
If I catch you in these streets lacking, yo, cheese clapping.
Appreciate the follow. This dude's in the house. Oh, where the fuck are you? Oh, you're right here. Okay, where's this dude at? I don't know where this guy is. Down below?
Blackout Cam says what is your follow sound?
This dude that does like a zesty freestyle. That's all it is. Why does this random dude send me like a request? I don't even know this guy. How many kills I got? 16.
Sleepy YN says who want to do a gifting challenge with me?
Bro, you just building.
Sleepy YN says I swear I will spend all my money if you play with me. Blackout Cam says zesty freestyle got me dying.
Okay, this dude's hiding now. Like, what the fuck? Wow. Dude, that bitch play weird.
Sleepy YN says GG what happened to your team?
Fucking died already. And he plays one game and leaves. That's crazy. Bro, it was just regular reload. Those body
Sleepy
as hell.
YN says oh.
Bro, his body as fuck. I joined. I don't think you got me added anyway.
Trillions says my ah. Taking decades to get back to lobby.
Cause you play on Switch.
Sleepy YN says he'll join next game of your party open. Sleepy YN says if.
Alright. Oh, I don't think you got me added. Bro, 4 people added me. Like, who are y'all?
Trillions says why the fact people keep spamming in my FN char. Trillions says chat.
I don't know, turn it off.
Sleepy YN says Romeo no begging today PLS are yapping. Trillions says oh I promise I want. Sleepy YN says okay. Trillions says totally promise. Sleepy YN says WTV dude.
Hall, you ain't tell me what your name was.
Trillions says huh?
He said whatever, dude.
Trillions says you know it's gonna take 1K years to get to 5K likes.
Bro, if multiple people start fucking tapping, maybe it won't take a lot of V-Bucks, please. Nah, no V-Bucks for you. Quit begging.
Trillions says 29 minutes.
Please, bro, I need V-Bucks, and I need $150. You got that?
Sleepy YN says less time than that I got him trust the process. Jug says yo Tego.
Jug, what's up? Yo, let's 1v2. I probably could take y'all both down easily.
Sleepy YN says yo Jug.
Good for
Trillions
you,
says that's how my mom be.
bro. I hate you. I hate you too. You begging for me for fucking V-Bucks.
Sleepy YN says remember that 3v4. Jug says you're sleepy. Sleepy YN says 3v3. Jug says yay. Sleepy YN says you. Sleepy YN says it was crazy.
I'm selfish, but you're fucking begging for me.
Jug says we clutched.
You're begging for V-Bucks from a streamer. Go ask the next streamer for V-Bucks. They'll tell you
Sleepy
the same
YN
shit.
says on bro.
Jacob, what's up?
Trillions says Pav. You beg for V-Bucks and you ask for $150 bro. No, he don't got that type street then bro.
Well, he's asking for V-Bucks.
Trillions says bro hates bro. Sleepy YN says Tego you doing song suggestions.
I can't. Man, if nobody else ain't playing, I'm just gonna start.
Sleepy YN says oh.
I got 5 people that added me, and ain't nobody saying shit.
Jug says Tego how was ya day yesterday ND today.
Today was alright. Can you add me? You got a sub? Send me your epic. If you want me to add you,
Jug says
send
what
me
about
epic.
yesterday.
What do you mean, what about yesterday? It was a fucking funeral. How would you feel? Trey, what's up? I'm disliking. Bro, random. Why the fuck you still in here? Like, get off my cock.
Sleepy YN says if we ain't have Romeo we could've did a 3v3 again. Sleepy YN says oh I am so sorry.
It's fine. Glock, you sure that's your
Trillions
epic?
says bro what? Jug says I mean yay but funerals don't always have to mean bad.
Just supporting the boys. Jacob, appreciate that. Glock, you gotta send me your epic, bro, not your in-game name. It's not gonna work half the time. Kel, what's up?
Sleepy YN says you just going to sell and ain't no one playing a 4v4. Jug says G22?
I made a new account. Can I add you to it? Why'd you make a new account?
Trillions says that was fucking offensive. Sleepy YN. Jug says or G47. Sleepy YN says at Trillions damn well MB I ain't know you would get in yo feelings. Jug says or G19.
Joe, what are you talking about? I guess I'm gonna add these two. I guess. I don't know.
Sleepy YN says Jug. Sleepy YN says you okay. Jug says which one? Trillion says at Sleepy YN at you mean man. Sleepy YN says G47.
Kel, I don't know why you added me. Added me from
Sleepy
fucking
YN says at Trillions how.
5 different fucking accounts or something.
Jug says good choice.
Bro, all your wins is from fucking Blitz. All 32 of them.
Sleepy YN says okay.
At least mine's.
Trillion says at Sleepy YN you is mean.
At least mine's is real.
Trillion says at Trillions meanie.
All mine's are from fucking Reload.
Sleepy YN says at Trillions how am I mean dude. Ian Branson 8 says at Tegon R2D2E. Sleepy YN says BC's I am spitting facts.
Spider Ryan.
Trillion
what's up?
says at Sleepy YN look back at your other comments bro.
Branson, I had no idea what the fuck he said.
Jug says Tago I was hooping at the rec today.
That's cool. You need to get out and touch some grass.
Sleepy YN says at Trillions all I said was I didn't think you was going to get in yo feelings. Sleepy YN says lol. Jug says I was catching buckets.
You was catching bullets too, wasn't you?
Jug says nah not this time. Trillion says at Sleepy YN no when you said if I wasn't in the live we would be doing 3v3. Tago TV says at Trillions you have just reached level 2.
Could just spectate ones and laugh at y'all.
Jug says Tago you be catching bullets.
No, cause I don't do dumb shit. Ron, why would you say some shit like that?
Jug says Ion do dumb she.
What the fuck? Ain't y'all two brothers anyway?
Jug says what he say.
Nick, just go look at YouTube. Yeah, is it?
Trillions says IWDF.
Ryan, why'd you delete the message?
Sleepy YN says it's okay. Sleepy YN says some people think different.
Brian, why you keep deleting messages? If you got some balls, my G, fucking say it. Quit deleting messages.
Trillions says bowls. Jug says I am in the sky RN. Trillions says no she. Sleepy YN says at Trillions come down on Jug. Jug says you wouldn't understand. Trillions says WTF.
Why y'all keep inviting random people in my lobbies?
Trillions says that's not me lil bro.
Alright, I'm about to block his stupid ass, honestly.
Sleepy YN says yay right. Jug says Tago will kid her lil ah. Trillions says no ill stop.
No, I'm talking about these. I'm talking about this Brian dude on fucking YouTube saying stupid shit.
Trillions says oh. Sleepy YN says Tago if I gift 10 gals someday can I get mod? Jug says Tago ain ya b-day September 9th.
No, you got it wrong.
Trillions says if you ain't get yo freaky ah on man. Jug says September 2nd.
Joe, you ain't low, bro. If you don't remember my fucking birthday. You're just not fucking loyal.
Jug says bro.
You was not fucking loyal. Fish, what's up?
Jug says it's been a while since I asked. Sleepy YN says September 30th TG.
No.
Sleepy YN says TH. Jug says you don't even remember mine.
Yeah, no, I don't. Because I didn't ask.
Jug says September 8th.
Bro, this machine gun. That's a machine gun. This SMG be fucking hitting.
Sleepy YN says those kids are bots. How did you die, Romeo?
I don't know. I don't know how Romeo dies.
Trillions says cuz bro. Trillions says cuz bro.
Hey, Ron.
Jug says switch
Fish.
player.
Fish, I hope you still in the
Sleepy
fucking stream.
YN says Grug. Sleepy YN says Mr. Travis. Sleepy YN says how are you?
Ron, you and your
Grug says yay.
Ron, you and your brother can go fuck yourselves together.
Grug says good.
Saying stupid shit like that. I'm gonna give y'all a minute to think about it, both of y'all. Y'all say some shit again, I'm gonna get rid of y'all.
Jug says lol.
Cause that shit ain't fucking funny.
Jug says what did they say lol.
They saying some shit that I'm supposed to be fucking
Sleepy
saying.
YN says what they say in YouTube.
Go look, I'm
Trillion
not gonna
says
fucking
fact
repeat
what
it.
together.
Bro, can you like wait until the game's over? Or something?
Jug says do ones Tago.
I'd say if y'all
Sleepy
want to
YN
spectate
says
ones,
is it his cousin wanted to play with him.
I just said that y'all want to fucking spectate ones since I got people in here.
Jug says I said yay.
Nah, you
Sleepy YN says sure.
talking about something else. What's this guy
Sleepy
doing?
YN says I don't care. Sleepy YN says I am buns. Jug says same.
Wow, I got fucking triple team.
Sleepy YN says not like Romeo.
Ron, what the fuck you got to say? This dude just not even fucking playing at all. You like Wiener? I bet you do. Spider, fuck you and your boy Ryan. Fuck both of y'all. I ain't got time for little shit.
Sleepy
like y'all.
YN says MB not trash. Sleepy YN says slow. Jug says lol.
Fuck, I'll kill both of y'all in real life. No cop. Like seriously, I don't give a shit. And my moms ain't doing their fucking job. Ryan, go fuck yourself too.
Jug says Tago will go in de lick for you. Trillion says you.
Romeo, shut the fuck up and play the game.
Trillion says ah. Trillion says on.
I'm sleepy already.
Trillion says bro.
I ain't worried about those fucks anymore. I'm gonna delete them off of here too.
Jug says Sibao.
Watch her get on a fucking other account and say something. Bro, I got 12. Wow, and this fucking dude hit that.
Sleepy YN says I told them stop blazing for you.
Sleepy, it was already too late. I already fucking banned him.
Sleepy YN says oh.
I don't know why they're trying to be funny for. I'm about to say something stupid on their fucking YouTube videos. They got like 34 subscribers. Nigga plays Rocket League.
Trillion says let me vacuum clean all that up a moment. Sleepy YN says they live right now.
No, they just got 2 videos. The other guy, I don't know.
Sleepy YN says they mad at your success.
Fuck.
Jug says on.
Romeo, how the fuck you got 1 kill? GG's.
Sleepy YN says I told you he ain't that good, it's sad. Sleepy YN says can I play one game before you do ones?
Bro, you gotta be quick.
Jug says I envy me Tego.
Bro, you just wanna do ones.
Jug says NVM. Trillions says ones. Trillions says ones. Trillions says please.
Quit spamming.
Sleepy YN says I don't see your name. Trillions says roar.
Sleepy, it's been the same name for like forever. For a while.
Sleepy YN says NVM. Jug says AO. Trillions says RAWR.
Why the fuck he switched the rank? Or was it the other guy?
Sleepy YN says it just be disappearing. Sleepy YN says Jug join up. Trillions says meh 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 meh. Sleepy YN says PLS's.
He wants to do one.
Sleepy YN says we need a win. Sleepy YN says oh. Jug says I will join. Sleepy YN says who that? Sleepy YN says yes. Trillions says MMMEHHH. Grug says let me join.
Bro, you should have fucking you should have said ass, man. I want to play his ass.
Sleepy YN says mute him PLS he's not S me.
Grug, are you joining?
Jug says WYM. Grug says yay.
Bro, here, I'm only doing like one game.
Sleepy YN says S me want to be. Jug says lol. Sleepy YN says at Livy I will gift keep playing. Sleepy YN says ALR then. Jug says def s me wanna be. Sleepy YN says you know what I mean. Sleepy YN says gal time I swear to G. Sleepy YN says I will gift one. Sleepy YN says okay bet.
This dude, all he does is fucking random edits.
Sleepy YN says hold up Tago.
Where are we going? Yes, here. Hello. Marcus, hello.
Jug says Tago you crackin' TN pause.
Why you wanna know? Yeah, I fucked up. Yep, told you I fucked up.
Jug says I am talk boit ya stream.
Bro, I'm trying to fucking play the game. You talking about other shit. Hell, we're gonna fucking lose this shit quickly.
Jug says not my bad UON know how to use a switch.
Dude, I don't even have a fucking gun. You always thinking about shooting niggas and shit. Better not being fucking chased by somebody.
Jug says lol you had a pistol.
No, I don't. Yeah, I'm fucking dead because I got motherfuckers over here.
Jug says Tago you did you avenue a pistol.
I said no. How many times I gotta say it? After that match, can I join? I'm spectating.
Jug says
ones.
you did though.
No, I didn't.
If I catch you in these streets lacking, yo, cheese clapping.
Appreciate the follow. Judd, listen to what I'm fucking saying. I never did. I don't know. Where
Jug
you heard
says
that
I
from.
am talking about the game.
Okay, that's the game. The fucking pistol ain't gonna do shit. The motherfucker had a shotgun.
Jug says I am not talking Boyd IRL.
Okay, the nigga had a fucking shotgun. What am I supposed to fucking do? Like, what am I supposed to fucking do, bro? Mr. I play Fortnite every fucking day.
Sleepy YN says nah I told you stop playing with me right. Sleepy YN says now look.
No, it's not a fucking custom.
Jug says I don't play every day.
It's fucking rank.
Livy says OFCK.
Oh,
Tago
appreciate
TV
that.
says at Sleepy YN you have just reached level 41.
Appreciate the galaxy.
Sleepy YN says okay then. Sleepy YN says don't play with me again. Sleepy YN says lil girl. Sleepy YN says YW. Trillion says sorry I left I am playing with my homie bro.
Oh, so you do have friends.
Livy says did you know you were him?
Dude be lying and shit. Say, oh, I don't have friends. Fucking liar.
Sleepy YN says yes.
Sleepy, appreciate that galaxy.
Trillion says I just added him.
Well, good for you. Now you can leave me alone.
Sleepy YN says NP she kept playing with me. Livy says I'll get my get back sleepy.
I was supposed to like close out the game, but that's good enough.
Sleepy YN says at Livy BWT. Sleepy YN says bet. Jug says Tago Ur sponsor starts at 10:30 p.m. Est time.
What sponsor? I ain't got no fucking sponsor. Can I join or not? Ben, after they get done,
Jug says sponsor for Nike.
I ain't got a sponsor with Nike. What the fuck
Sleepy
you talking about?
YN says I ain't know you would leave, I thought you need 10 gals.
No, every time I get one, I fucking leave. You know that, right? I told you that last time he sent me one.
Sleepy YN says oh.
Pissed that guy off.
Sleepy YN says okay.
Hey, that's your fault. You the one that sent it. Ben, I'm doing spectating ones after this, after they get done. So you could join that if you want.
Jug says dude it's literally for a $200,000 contract.
Okay. Young Money, what's up?
Jug says please apply.
I'm not applying for no fucking Nike sponsorship. It's only for athletes.
Jug says Tago please apply.
It's only for athletes.
Livy says LMFAOO Jug bro.
Alright, so what we doing 1v1s in? We're doing
Sleepy YN says my rank but IDK really care IG.
we're doing I can go
Jug
back
says
and watch
please
y'all.
apply.
Y'all already,
Sleepy YN says at Livy we're the gal.
Did y'all already died? Never mind. He joined back.
Jug says Tago.
Jug, you're not fucking listening to me, so I'm not listening to you.
Sleepy YN says he left the dang gamey. Sleepy YN says bro WTG. Livy says you right. Sleepy YN says WTH. Livy says you above me this once. Jug says not a boy duh.
Then what do you want? Are you good? Yeah, Young Money, I'm good. What about you?
Sleepy YN says at Livy okay.
Bro, if y'all are y'all eliminated? I guess he just fucking left.
Sleepy YN says bo. Sleepy YN says no.
Fuck this shit. Young Money, what's your problem? Then I just come into people's streams and it's like, fuck this shit. I guess they ain't gonna let me back in.
Grug says I am lagging.
Never mind, it won't let me in because they changed the map already, so I can't watch.
Jug says how's money young.
Bro, that's his fucking name on here. Well, over there.
Jug says lol.
Ben, I told you, after they're done, I'm spectating ones. How many times I gotta say it?
Sleepy YN says Tago how much gals for mod.
I don't know if you send one more. I guess I can make you a mod.
Livy says at Sleepy YN, this some BS man. Sleepy YN says okay, I'll save up a lot for that, I have enough, but I am going be broke. Sleepy YN says broke. Sleepy YN says how it BS. Livy says I am JK. Jug says hurry up, dude. Sleepy YN says B, I got you, ain't like I am spending my cash app for nothing good. Sleepy YN says should I count down, guys? Jug says no. Livy says yes. Grug says for what? Jug says Galaxy ain't all that. Sleepy YN says okay, let me buy some coins for. Sleepy YN says it, Jug ick. Grug says see ya.
Alright, later. I guess nobody's gonna do ones.
Sleepy YN says just for wholesome. Sleepy YN says some. Jug says who going first?
Ben, you confusing. So, are you gonna play or are you not gonna play? Look like I'm gonna spectate like
Trillion
one.
says I keep winning in a 1v1.
Shit, not in mine.
Jug says lol. Trillion says cap ASF.
Bro, you won one against a fucking bot who was also on the Nintendo Switch. Bro, everybody else 5-0's you. Dude, who wants to play first?
Jug says INV. Sleepy YN says psych, I lied. Tago TV says at Sleepy YN you have just reached level 47.
Appreciate the Galaxy, Sleepy. I go after. Bro, I need one more person to go.
Sleepy YN says let's go YW. Sleepy YN says I can get mod now.
Yeah, Ben. If you want to. Nobody else ain't saying
Jug
shit.
says brain freeze. Sleepy YN says I'll go against him if no one will.
Nah, we got somebody.
Sleepy YN says T for mod. Sleepy YN says I am so grateful. Jug says Tago.
What?
Sleepy YN says hey Esme. Sleepy YN says I ain't see you.
Bro, Jug, can you ready up?
Sleepy YN says new account. Trillions says when I get my mod.
Send some galaxies.
Trillions says how much. Sleepy YN says man when you gift as much gals I sent greedy. Jug says I sent you a gal NDE and get noin.
Bro, you sent one.
Jug says okay but I gift you.
I know. But hell, you
Sleepy
don't even...
YN says 3 gals.
But Jug, you don't even do your job.
Sleepy YN says trillions.
Even when I give you, if I give it to you, you don't even do your job.
Jug says how.
You don't mute anybody. Is this another account? Yes, another account.
Sleepy YN says 3 gals for mod. Sleepy YN says no way Jug. Sleepy YN says dang he leftover mod.
Y'all going to 5, by the way.
ESM Iota says hi Tago.
How's it going?
Sleepy YN says your new follow-up. Sleepy YN says oh hey Esme. ESM Iota says at Sleepy YNHII Sleepy OMGGGWWW mod.
Alright, GG's. Anybody next?
Sleepy YN says not really. Sleepy YN says ill go. Jack and Jake says can I join?
You can join after this.
ESM Iota says it's alright HRU.
I'm good. Fish, why don't you just watch the stream instead of me telling you?
ESM Iota says nice. ESM Iota says I am about leaving now have a great streaming. Good night everyone.
Alright, you have a good night.
Sleepy YN says hey Jace follow up we're doing 1v1s. Sleepy YN says G flat. Sleepy YN says GN. Sleepy YN says brew.
Young Money, what's up?
Sleepy YN says how.
Bro, I'm okay at the game. If I'm spectating ones. This is boring. What do you mean this is boring? Do you want to try? Are you a YN? No, I'm a big bro. GG's.
Sleepy YN says no GG.
No, I don't have money for tournaments. I don't play comp.
Jug says good game.
Bro, anybody else playing?
Sleepy YN says I was trying to sweat. Sleepy YN says I had lotion on. Sleepy YN says pause. Sleepy YN says good game. Jug says lol.
Young Money, I do not play tournaments. KA, what's up?
Jug says he used to. Sleepy YN says who next?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who's next?
Sleepy YN says try your luck out. Sleepy YN says trillions.
Juck, I never played a. I played a tournament, but it was like, it was not even for fucking money.
Sleepy YN says lucky contestant.
Bro, gonna get 5-0'd. You probably gotta get him a fucking kill lead too. Young Money, cause I don't play comp, bro. I don't have time for that. I have a
Sleepy
life.
YN says 5-0.
Did you block me? KA, this is a different account. My other account, I got like 400 people, 450. This one I only got like 58. Yeah, if you want to add me, it's on the screen. I'm only spectating ones. Anybody don't want to join, I'm just say fuck it, just end it. I really didn't want to stream that. I wasn't planning on streaming that long anyway tonight.
Jug says lol. Trillions says no. Trillions says no.
Trillion, do you got fucking money? Cause you can't tell me what to do, bro. Bro, if you want to play, add my epic.
Trillions says PLs I wanna play. Sleepy YN says what happened.
I don't know. He kept saying no for some reason.
Sleepy YN says why he say no.
I don't fucking know.
Sleepy YN says oh lol.
Bro, Romeo, you gonna get 5-0'd.
Sleepy YN says no spamming or mute.
I don't know who that is.
Sleepy YN says ooh he look good who y'all got y'all bets on Jug or Caden. Sleepy YN says I got Jug. Jug says Tago who you got.
Nigga, I don't know. I don't know how Caden plays.
Jug says lol.
Hall, what's up? Bro is really talking to fucking Nightbot. Like having an actual conversation with him.
Psycho says yo lemme 2v2. Psycho says W you guys.
We're not doing 2v2s,
Jug says
bro.
sad. Psycho says can I join Tago?
There's one person in front of you. Dude, we're waiting on you. Why the fuck you spin around in circles?
Psycho says can I 1v1 Nexi?
Psycho, there's
Psycho
one
says
person.
after the next person.
Yeah.
Sleepy YN says he might do 2v2 later.
I ain't got enough people for 2v2s.
Sleepy YN says IDK. Psycho says okay bet thank you bro appreciate the stream.
Bro, why is he running around in circles?
Sleepy YN says I am deaf playing if you do that. Sleepy YN says me Jug. Psycho says see I'm a big fan I'm up in here bro biggest fan ever.
Yeah, after an hour and 32
Sleepy
minutes
YN
later.
says versus however.
After an hour and 32 minutes later, y'all both on the same team. Do you know that? Y'all are both on the same team. Do you know that?
Sleepy YN says you not a bigger fan than me I promise. Psycho says I'm sorry King I should have been here 1 hour earlier.
Yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Sleepy YN says I'll give my money to him I swear. Sleepy YN says King.
Bro, you just fucking muted
Sleepy
him?
YN says stop the glaze. Sleepy YN says yes. Sleepy YN says now speak. Psycho says yo thanks for unmuting me Tago sorry.
I didn't unmute you. He did.
Psycho says I was just being nice I'm sorry Sleepy YN I just wanna appreciate the king. Sleepy YN says lol.
Shit, if I was a king, I'd be have like 100 viewers right now. At least 50 viewers watching.
Sleepy YN says okay I get you. Psycho says alright I wanna appreciate my fav streamer then. Sleepy YN says okay. Sleepy YN says fine.
Wow, GG's.
Sleepy YN says GG goddang.
This is the last one. I'm done after this one.
Sleepy YN says that was quick. Jug says okay. Sleepy YN says I am the only challenge for Jug okay. Sleepy YN says good stream. Psycho says in next.
And send a request.
Jug says he is a sweat.
If I catch you in these streets lacking, yo, cheese clapping.
Appreciate the follow. I'm out. All right, young money, later.
Sleepy YN says tie for the follow. Psycho says yo Tago I got my driver's test TMR am I passing or nah?
I don't know. Depends on how well you know your fucking shit.
Sleepy YN says you got this. Jug says lol. Sleepy YN says he looks sweaty. Psycho says thanks for the support twin appreciate it Tago.
Bro, you're welcome.
Sleepy YN says Jug look like you got a challenge. Jug says at Sleepy YN he is. Sleepy YN says okay. Sleepy YN says god dang you ain't lying his edits are heavenly. Psycho says I'm at 70 ping damn. Sleepy YN says he got you lost, Jug.
Change the map. Why? What's wrong with it? Wow. Then it's...
Sleepy YN says he getting off after a don't matter map is good.
Wow. There's nothing wrong with the map. Alright. Bro, aren't you west anyway?
Sleepy YN says what happened.
You're west anyway. It's on fucking central. You're west, he's east.
Psycho says it's the map.
Okay, bro, but it's...
Psycho says change it.
Then 1-0 then.
Jug says it's really not.
Then yours don't count.
Psycho says it actually is, though no excuse.
Then your point don't count then.
Psycho says okay, bet. Jug says bro, you was beating me, why you still complaining? Psycho says I'm not complaining, twin. Jug says I'd. Sleepy YN says BRB. Psycho says I lob you, twinny. Jug says Tago, you ever think about hopping back in 2K?
No. I don't have console, fool. You should know that by now.
Jug says get in ya PC.
Playing 2K...
Jug says on.
2K on PC is... Like, why?
Psycho says Tago, you bout to hop on FIFA.
No, I'm not. I don't have console. Sometimes I gotta fucking say that. Caden, what's up? Can you do it after? This is my last one, bro.
Sleepy YN says I am back, who winning?
Nobody, because he wanted a different map because the other one was lagging. I like that one because it has speed mode.
Sleepy YN says oh.
Because I hate this extra shit right here. I just want to watch it.
Sleepy YN says it does take a long time.
Fish, what are you talking about? Can we add another person?
Psycho says you like my extra stuff. Sleepy YN says GG's sorry Jug. Sleepy YN says GN Tago good game I am getting off CUTMR.
Alright.
Sleepy YN says Ty for watching. Sleepy YN says bye.
Oh, GG's. Damn, my shit's broken.
Psycho says GGS Tago are you proud of me?
Bro, you're a sweat.
Psycho says so is that a no sad face.
Yeah, it is. Fish, that was my last one, bro. You should have been here earlier.
Jug says see my in hoops. Jug says me. Trillions says I am back.
Bro, you kind of late. I'm in the stream, bro.
Trillions says oh.
Fish, I told you. I'm
Trillions says well night. Jug says see you Tago.
All right, later.